Welcome back, YouTube friends. If you're new to my channel, I've healed my relationship with food, healed my skin. I started on TikTok showing how I found food freedom, and now I'm on YouTube sharing my experience on finding love and genuine peace and freedom in food, acne, skin, body, just all of it, finding how to truly feel beautiful and have peace in this world when there's so much comparing and jealousy. So in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips that changed my life. And I guarantee if you follow these tips, you will find healing and peace. I don't care if you're a mom, a teenager, a grandma, this video is for you. If you've never felt good enough, never felt pretty enough, always striving to be something but never quite getting there. I hated myself for so long, and I know probably 80% of girls struggle with this, and I know there are so many other women struggling to feel beautiful, and I'm going to tell you that it all starts up here and in here, and this is how you're going to start to find peace. Okay, let's get right into it. I'm starting with number 1. This tip I still remind myself of this day. Anytime I'm feeling uncomfortable, low confidence, not good about myself, especially walking into a party or an event, if my skin is breaking out. If you guys don't know, I've had acne my whole life, and it was so very severe in high school. I mean, covering my whole face, my forehead, and I had so much anxiety going anywhere, going out of the house. I didn't want to leave. This is what got me through those moments. You do not have to be the pretty one in the room. You do not have to be pretty. Just accept that you don't have to be pretty. You don't have to be the pretty one. We put so much pressure on ourselves to be the hottest in the room, the prettiest in the room, the one that has it the most together. And I just want to remind you, you don't have to be those things. It's okay to not have all the attention on you. You don't have to be the pretty one. If somebody would have told me that, I know it's so simple, but if my mom would have just told me, it's okay, you don't have to be the pretty one. You don't have to be the prettiest sister. You don't have to be the prettiest daughter. It's like we strive so hard to be the prettiest and the most beautiful, but why? Why? When we could be so many other things and focused on so many other things. Focusing on this one thing takes us away from everything else. Which leads me into topic number 2. Who do you want to be at the party? Identify who you want to be at the gathering, the party, the get-together. When you're going out, who do you want to be? Because for a while, I wanted to be the hottest, the prettiest, the one that had all the eyes on her. When you go to a party and you see the most beautiful, hottest girl there, and she has all the eyes on her, she's stressed, she has anxiety. She usually is in the corner looking a little bit judgmental because she has so much self-hatred that portrays on other people, which is jealousy. And honestly, you're probably thinking, wow, that girl, she looks so rude, or she looks so mean. Like, or why isn't she talking to anybody? Or why is she so quiet? That girl is you. That girl, the prettiest, hottest self, she is insecure. She isn't talking to anybody. She's depressed. She is eyeing people with judgmental because she's trying to see if she looks better than them. Is that really who you want to be? Is that really who you want to show up as? The mean, judgmental, even if you're not all of those things necessarily, you have all those things to yourself and they portray to others. Because if you have that much self-hatred inside of you, you have that much hatred to others. I know that is so harsh, but it's so true. If you can't love yourself or look in the mirror and say that you look beautiful, then you're honestly a pretty angry person. And you are not kind and loving. You're not the most kind, loving person you could be. Of course, you probably have kind and loving attributes, but imagine if you loved yourself, how much more you could love others. For tip number 2, figure out who you want to be at the party. If you want to be confident, loving, funny, laughing, which is who people want to be around, you cannot be all those things while you're insecure and maybe the hottest in the room. You don't have to be the prettiest in the room. You can be the most loving, the most kind, the most funny. Don't you want to be the girl that everybody wants there because they're so fun and they light up the room? I want to be that. And I could not be that when I hated myself. Okay, moving into tip number 3. This changed my life when I was going through my acne journey. God revealed this Bible verse to me on a night that I was really, really struggling. And it's in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 7 through 10. Paul states that he has a thorn in his flesh, in his stomach, in his side, that is bugging him really bad. And he prays and prays over and over, God, please heal me. God, please heal me. And God tells him, no, my grace is sufficient for you. So when my skin was breaking out so bad, and I would pray and I'd be so angry with God, why are you doing this to me? Please heal me, please heal me. God was telling me, no, my grace is sufficient for you. Following that, he says, my power is made perfect through your weakness. Paul then states he will boast proudly about his weakness because God's power shines through him. He delighted in the weakness so that he could be made strong. To be strong, you must be made weak. So I reminded myself, this acne, God is going to make me strong. He's going to rest upon me. It brings him closer. He feels pitiful for me. He feels sorry for me. I know he does, but he's there for me. He's closer to me. He's comforting me. In those times, it was making me strong. And I'm going to delight in this and show people that you can still be confident, strong, because I have God. Even though my whole face is covered in redness and pain, it does not bring me down. It gives me an opportunity to show God's grace through me. So if you're struggling with acne, hair loss, chronic illnesses, just know God's grace is going to shine through you. It's bringing you closer. It has a purpose. I know it's so hard to remind yourself of that, but it truly makes you stronger than your peer or whoever. You may see the kids at school and they're perfect. They don't have acne and they're stunning. But listen, God is near to you and he has a purpose for you. That's so great that you must bear these hardships in order to get there. You have so much potential that God is trying to grow you and teach you through these things so that you can become such a wonderful person despite all of these things. Remind yourself that you're built for something so great that you must bear all these hardships. You were chosen because you are strong enough and you are special. And again, this topic goes into tip number 4. Use your struggle for something great. Use it as an opportunity to change someone's life. Use it as an opportunity to change your life. Use it as an opportunity to do something so incredibly awesome. Take some time to ponder. When I was in my deepest, darkest days with my skin covered in acne, sit there in silence and ask yourself, how can I use my acne to change someone else's life, to change my life, to get better as an individual, to grow closer to God, and ask God to show me the purpose and to show me how I can use my acne. Even now, when I get a bunch of pimples in a certain spot, it sends me in a spiral. Like, am I going back to that? And I remind myself, wait, God might be trying to teach me something. He might be letting me know I'm straying away from him. I'm drifting away from my purpose. And it pulls me back in. Don't let it do something for the devil. Don't let your acne tear you down. That's what the devil wants it to do. Instead, use your acne to do something great so the devil gets angry and goes, well, if she's going to use the pain for good, why would I give her the pain if she's going to use it for good anyway? And that really helped me. Every morning, I'm so grateful for my acne. How can I use it today, Lord? I know that's so hard to do because you're so sad and just so angry about it, but just accept it. Accept that your acne is going to do something great. It's a part of you. Learn to love it. Learn to love the ugliness that you bear, which is only ugly to our world. To God, he does not see our blemishes, and you will not have them forever. So take on that struggle as your struggle, because everyone's going to have something. Whether it's grief or loss of a leg or whatever it is, we all have something. And we can all use it for the benefit of God. So take whatever you're using now and ask God, today, how can I use this struggle for good? I have so many tips to give you guys, but this is number 5, and it is learn to accept others how they are. I was so judgmental. I would compare myself at every gathering. I would judge others. Like, why is she wearing that? That looks weird on her. Her butt looks weird. Her hair is frizzy. Whatever it is. I know that's mean, but I would judge others. And it was because I was so insecure of myself. But you don't always have to start with yourself to grow, because sometimes that can be harder. It can be harder to love yourself than others. So learn to accept others, how they are. Accept their flaws, how they are. Accept the things you don't like about them. Say somebody shows up to a gathering and their outfit is just not your style and you think it's not flattering, or they wear their hair in a weird updo and you just start to judge them. Pink eyebrows and pink eyelashes or whatever. Instead of going, oh my gosh, that girl looks crazy, just accept them and know that she is beautiful. She's beautiful how she is. Accept her. Don't even let your brain go to those places. Just accept them and love them and know they're beautiful. Acknowledge the beautiful in the world. Acknowledge the beautiful in the ugly. If somebody has acne just like you, covering their faces, if you find beauty in them, that means you can find beauty in yourself. So look for beauty in others in everything so that you can find beauty for yourself. I don't want to front load a ton of tips for you guys, so that is my top 5. I really want you to focus on number 1, reminding yourself all the time that you do not have to be the pretty one in the room. That one helped me so much. And number 5, accepting others how they are. If you focus on those 2 things, I guarantee in a couple months, you'll find more peace in your life, more love in your life, more acceptance for yourself and how you look. Let me know if you want more tips in the comments, or if you have questions about what I talked about today. I'll go further in depth. God loves you, and so do I. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. I wish I could kiss all of you on the face and grab your cute, cute cheeks, but I can't. So I'll wish you a hug from the distance.